A reading from the Book of Wisdom, Chapter 1. Love justice, you rulers of the world. Set your minds sincerely on the Lord, and look for him with all honesty. Those who do not try to test him will find him. He will show himself to those who trust him. Dishonest thoughts separate people from God. And if we are foolish enough to test him, his power will put us to shame. Wisdom will never be at home with anyone who is deceitful or a slave of sin. Everyone who is holy has learned to stay away from deceitful people. He will not stay around when foolish thoughts are being expressed. He will not feel comfortable when injustice is done. Wisdom is a spirit that is friendly to people, but she will not forgive anyone who speaks against God. For God knows our feelings and thoughts, and hears our every word. Since the Lord's Spirit fills the entire world and holds everything in it together, she knows every word that people say. No one who speaks wickedly will escape notice. Sooner or later, he will receive just punishment. The intentions of ungodly people will be closely examined. Their words will be reported to the Lord, and then they will get the punishment that their wickedness deserves. God will tolerate no challenge, and since he hears everything, you cannot hide your complaining from him. So be sure that you do not go around complaining. It does no good. And don't engage in bitter talk. The most secret things you say will have their consequences, and lying will destroy your soul. Do not bring on your own death by sinful actions. God did not invent death, and when living creatures die, it gives him no pleasure. He created everything so that it might continue to exist, and everything he created is wholesome and good. There is no deadly poison in them. No, death does not rule this world. For God's justice does not die. Ungodly people have brought death on themselves by the things they have said and done. They yearn for death as if it were a lover. They have gone into partnership with death, and it is just what they deserve. The word of the Lord. A reading from the Book of Wisdom, Chapter 2. Wicked people are wrong when they say to themselves, "Our life is short and full of sorrow, and when its end comes, there is no escape." No one has ever been known to come back from the world of the dead. We were born by chance, and after life is over, we will be as if we had never been born at all. Our breath is no more than a puff of smoke. Our mind, nothing more than a spark thrown off by the beating of our heart. When that spark dies, our body will crumble into ashes, and our breath will become part of the empty air. In time, No one will remember anything we ever did, and even our names will be forgotten. Our lives will pass away like the traces of clouds and vanish like fog in the heat of the sun. Our time on earth is like a passing shadow. There is no escape from the day of our death. It is fixed, and no one can postpone it. The wicked say, "Come on then, let's enjoy the good things of life and live in this world the way we did when we were young and free of care. Let's drink the most expensive wines and use the finest perfumes. Let's not miss a single flower in the springtime. Before the roses wither, let's pick them and wear them in our hair. Let's all join in and leave signs everywhere of our carefree revelry. Life owes us that much. We'll oppress the poor, even if they are righteous. We'll show no respect for widows or old people. We'll call ourselves right if we are strong enough to get what we want. No one ever got anywhere by being weak. Righteous people are nothing but a nuisance, so let's look for chances to get rid of them. They are against what we do. They accuse us of breaking the law of Moses and violating the traditions of our ancestors. They claim to know God, and they call themselves the Lord's children. We can't stand the sight of people like that. What they are contradicts our whole way of thinking. They are not like other people. They have strange ways. They think that our moral standards are so corrupt that everything we do should be avoided. They boast of having God for their father and believe that when all is said and done, only the righteous will be happy. But we'll see if that's true. Let's see what will happen when it's time for them to die. If the righteous really are God's children, God will save them from their enemies. So let's put them to the test. We'll be cruel to them and torment them. Then we'll find out how calm and reasonable they are. We'll find out just how much they can stand. We'll condemn them to a shameful death. After all, they say that God will protect them. That is how evil people think. But they are wrong. They are blinded by their own wickedness. They have never known God's secrets, never hoped for the rewards of a holy and blameless life. When God created us, He did not intend for us to die. He made us like Himself. It was the devil's jealousy that brought death into the world, and those who belong to the devil are the ones who will die. The word of the Lord.